Commissioner of Police Edvin Martin says a focal group is now in place, tasked with the responsibility to handle sexually related matters within the force.
And I want to use your question again to double down that if there are any female, any male or female experiencing those circumstances, please come forward to the focal group. The focal group have been clearly identified at the female meeting. It is headed by female superintendent Nola Lewis, the head of FIU, not FIU, sorry, the head of DFU, our sexual unit, SVU, our sexual violence unit, and certainly our staff officer as well. All right? So please come forward and speak to those individuals that we can get to the bottom of this. We really need to know whether or not this is, what is the extent of this, if it is existing, and if it is that we can take appropriate action and respond to this. Because we do have a responsibility to make sure that everyone is entitled to a work environment free of those kind of incidents.
The establishment of the focal group follows recent reports of allegations by female officers who claim they feel violated by acts of sexual misconduct or harassment by some of their male colleagues. A closed-door session was held with female officers on Wednesday, and on Thursday, during a media brief, the commissioner admitted to instances of such acts.
The cases that I've referred to, the cases that persons are suspended for such acts, are junior officers. And I believe that those cases, notwithstanding the claim that the matter has not been addressed in the police force, might be carried by the very said media houses that is saying that the matter has not been addressed. In the engagement with my females yesterday, they did indicate in some way of instances involving senior officers.
The officers sought to explain what they consider to be harassment or sexual misconduct in order to arrive at what course of action is best should there be a violation.
As indicated before, the development of the sexual harassment policy is to guide conduct of police officers. But in the majority of instances of what falls into a definition, a considered definition of sexual harassment, it can also be covered under our police regulation as conduct prejudice to good order and discipline by behaving in a manner, be it touching, speaking, whatever the case, inappropriately with another member of the force. We have also and that is why we have the sexual harassment policy and we have fraternization. Because even if the gestures are welcome, because sexual harassment speaks to unwelcome, even if the gestures are welcome, we are ruling that out by fraternization, that you should not be fraternizing on the job. So hence the reason why we have two policies.
Commissioner Martin said this issue is quite concerning and needs to get to the bottom of it. The Police High Command believes they are capable of handling their affairs relating to the wrongdoings of officers and does not necessarily require an independent body outside of the force to do so. Christelina John, GBN News.